Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 3 common mistakes that I often see my students make in Thai language. And number 1 is die and then followed by a verb, or a verb and then followed by die. Even though they look very similar, but they're actually very different. For example, when I say ได้กิน and กินได้ they are completely different. กิน means to eat. When I say ได้กิน and กินได้ these two are not the same, okay? It depends on where I put the word ได้ and number 2 is the word ได้ and เป็น I think most of you guys already know that ได้ and เป็น can also mean like can or like is able to in Thai language, so most of the time they are very similar and you can use them interchangeably, but there are some differences. So that was we're going to look at today, okay? ได้ and เป็น. And number 3 is 1 adjective and 2 adjectives. If you have some Thai friends or you've been watching like some Thai TV series or movies, you probably have heard of, sometimes Thai people tend to repeat the word. For example, I can say กิน ช้า ช้า means slow. I can say กิน ช้า ช้า or I can say พูด เร็ว เร็ว พูด means to speak. เร็ว means fast. พูด เร็ว เร็ว okay? Or I can it mean like speak faster. Or when I can say เขียน สวย สวย means pretty, beautiful. เขียน means to write. เขียน สวย and เขียน สวย สวย they are not the same, okay? พูด เร็ว and พูด เร็ว เร็ว are not the same. กิน ช้า and กิน ช้า ช้า are not the same. For those who are not very familiar with this thing, it's called ไม้ยมก. And when you put this after a word, you just have to read it twice, okay? Right, okay? So we'll look at number 1 first. ได้ and then followed by a verb, and a verb followed by ได้. I'll use red, okay? When I'm talking about ได้ and then followed by a verb, verb and then followed by ได้ like this, I'm talking about ได้ and เป็น right here. So I'm talking about the ability, okay? It means can, okay? It means can. For example, if I use the word กิน here, when I say กินได้ กินได้ okay? กินได้ means you can eat this thing. You can eat this thing. I don't know what it is. I can, for example, I have a glass of coffee right here. I can say กินได้นะ ดื่มได้นะ This is my coffee. It means กินได้ means you can eat it. Or it's also mean that, it's not poison. It's not toxic. You can drink it. You won't die from it. That is กินได้ It means is able to, can, something like that. But when I'm talking about ได้ and then followed by a verb like this is actually, I'm talking about present perfect tense. Or sometimes it has the sense of past tense. So what it means. When I say ได้กิน ฉันได้กินแล้ว ฉันได้กิน it means I already eaten it. I already ate it. I've eaten. That is ได้กิน okay? So for example, I can say เมื่อวานฉันได้ไปเจอเขาเมื่อวานฉันได้เจอเขา I can leave the word by means to go. I can say เมื่อวานฉันได้เจอเขา or เมื่อวานฉันได้ไปเจอเขา It depends on where you meet that guy. It means I met him yesterday, or I went to see him yesterday. That is ได้เจอ เจอ means to meet. Oh, sorry. เจอ okay? ได้เจอ เมื่อวาน means yesterday. So I met him yesterday. That is เมื่อวานฉันได้เจอเขา But if I say ฉันเจอเขาได้ ฉันเจอเขาได้ means I can see him, I can meet him anytime I want. It's different. This is more like present simple tense, but I'm focusing on the word can, ability to do something, okay? If I want to know that, can I borrow your phone? For example, like my phone is running out of credit or it's running out of battery and I really, really want to borrow your phone. I want to, to call someone. I really need to call someone. I would say, ใช้โทรศัพท์ได้ไหมคะ ยืมโทรศัพท์ได้ไหมคะ ใช้ okay? Means to use. ใ ช้โทรศัพท์ได้ไหมคะขอฉันใช้โทรศัพท์ได้ไหมคะขอฉันยืม Can I borrow your phone please Can I ขอฉันยืมโทรศัพท์ได้ไหมคะ You put ได้ไหม at the end ไหม you know so that is the main difference so if you want to talk about something in the past or you have already done something you use ได้ and then like this and then followed by a verb I will say that sometimes ได้ and then followed by a verb like this also have some meaning of passive voice for example ได้รักได้รักได้รัก can also means you already love that person or you are loved okay ความรู้สึกที่ได้รักความรู้สึกที่ถูกรักโดนรัก is very similar ได้ถูกโดน have the sense of passive voice so you really have to see the whole sentence what the person is talking about but I'm just like focusing on one word you know and the main difference between ได้ and then a verb and then verb and a ได้ is just one thing it's like can so this ได้ is this one not this one this is not the same okay we're talking about is able to or can right now this is that and then okay so number one I hope you understand what I'm talking about number one ได้ and then followed by a verb can either be passive voice we're talking about past tense or present perfect tense okay ฉันได้ดูหนังเรื่องนั้นแล้ว I've watched that movie I watched the movie that is ได้ดูหนังดูได้ดูได้ means yeah you can watch that movie okay that is ดูได้ and now we're talking about the difference between ได้ and เป็น when I ask you พูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมคะพูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมคะ and พูดภาษาไทยเป็นไหมคะพูด means to speak ภาษาไทย means Thai language when I ask you พูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมคะ or พูดภาษาไทยเป็นไหมคะ it's very similar it's just like can you speak Thai but actually they're a little bit different when I'm talking about that actually it's more focusing on your ability that you have since you were born but then you can practice to get that ability for example I would use the same example I use the same example พูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมคะ it's more like do you speak Thai do you speak Thai for example you don't have to be a native Thai speaker but when I ask you พูดภาษาไทยได้ไหมคะ I assume that your Thai is probably quite good or you've been living in Thailand for so long that I think you probably know Thai language that's why I ask do you speak Thai พูดไทยได้ไหมคะพูดไทยเป็นไหมคะ I assume that your Thai probably not that good you know you don't probably speak Thai that well but I just want to ask can you speak Thai can you speak Thai that is can เป็น okay so if something is broken it's out of order like you know that phone this one doesn't work anymore if I say ใช้ไม่ได้ใช้ไม่ได้ it doesn't work I would use ใช้ไม่ได้ใช้ไม่เป็น mean I don't know how to use it ใช้ไม่เป็น I don't know how to use it I would have to learn to be able to do it I would have to learn to be able to know how to use it ใช้ไม่ได้ mean it doesn't work ใช้ไม่ได้ so if I'm talking about a baby when the baby was first born the baby doesn't know how to walk or talk so I will say the baby ยังเดินไม่เป็น okay เดินไม่เป็นพูดไม่เป็นเป็น means you don't know how to do it you just don't know how to do it yet you can also use that but you have to be careful if I say พูดไม่ได้ maybe that babies really have some you know something wrong with it like maybe medical problem or something like that that's why the baby doesn't speak okay พูดไม่ได้ or when I say ได้ and เป็น also have another meaning like I told you that เป็น has something to do with learning and ability that you can learn so when I ask you can you come มาได้ไหม and มาเป็นไหม it has two different meanings when I ask you มาเป็นไหม means do you know how to get here มาเป็นไหม do you know how to get here you know like do you know which bus stop that you have to take off the bus and you know like how to get there do you know where I live do you know where the party is stuff like that มาเป็นไหม but มาได้ไหม means do you have time Will your parents let you come? Will your boyfriend or girlfriend or your wife allow you to come? So that sometimes has a little bit of, permission. If I say, oh ฉันไปไม่ได้ ฉันไปไม่ได้ means maybe my boyfriend doesn't let me go, maybe my mom doesn't let me go. That is ไปไม่ได้ ไปไม่เป็น means everybody in my family is okay with me going there, but I just don't know how to get there. I don't have a car, I'm not familiar with that place. Can you come and pick me up? Because ฉันไปไม่เป็น ฉันไปได้ แต่ฉันไปไม่เป็น I can go, but I don't know how to get there. And ฉันไปไม่ได้ แต่ฉันไปเป็น it means I know how to get there. ฉันไปเป็น แต่ฉันไปไม่ได้ but I cannot go because everybody in my family against me going to your party or attending your party, something like that. That is the difference between ได้ and เป็น. So I repeat them again. The first difference is ได้ and เป็น is ได้ is more about something that the ability that you have since you were born, something that you just have it. So it's more like present simple tense. พูดภาษาไทยได้ means I speak Thai. พูดภาษาไทยเป็น means can you speak Thai? I can't speak Thai. Something like that. But people don't really think about it that much. You can either use พูดไทยได้ไหม พูดไทยเป็นไหม กินเผ็ดได้ไหม กินเผ็ดเป็นไหม Can you eat spicy? Do you eat spicy? It's very similar. No one really cares about the difference that much. But when you're talking about the ability that one can learn and ability that, the person just cannot do it. For example, if I have no legs, then I cannot walk. It doesn't matter that, one day I might, learn to walk again, but I just don't have legs to begin with, or I have something wrong with my throat. I just have like surgery. So that's why I พูดไม่ได้ พูดไม่ได้ It's not like I พูดไม่เป็น พูดไม่เป็น means I don't know how to speak. But พูดไม่ได้ means I cannot speak. There's something wrong with my throat. Okay, that's different. And that also have meaning of permission. ไปไม่ได้ means like, nobody lets me go. ไปไม่ได้ Okay, ทำไม่ได้ I cannot do it. I cannot do it. ทำไม่เป็น means I don't know how to do it. Okay, and one adjective and two adjectives. When I'm talking about two adjectives, I'll begin with this one first. Okay, it's actually have the meaning of like a little bit of giving order. So if I tell you that you เขียนสวย without ไมยมก only one สวย only one adjective ว่าคุณเขียนสวย คุณเขียนสวย which means that you write very beautifully. Your handwriting is very beautiful. Your handwriting is very neat. But if I say เขียนสวยสวย เขียนสวยสวย it means that you should write it more beautifully or more neatly. Okay? เขียนสวยสวย I give a little bit of order that I think you are not good enough, so you have to do it. You have to write it more beautifully. กินช้า means this person eats very slowly. I'm just talking about this person in the sense of present simple tense. I just tell you, this person eats very slowly. คนนี้กินช้า เขากินช้า กินช้า means you should eat slower. You should eat slower. กินช้า กินช้า หน่อย a little bit slower. พูดเร็ว means fast. พูดเร็ว means the person speak quite fast. พูดเร็ว speak faster. I can also say พูดช้า means speak slow. Like, some people just like speak very slowly. But if I say พูดช้า means speak slower. So พูดช้า means speak slowly. One adjective means speak slowly. พูดช้า means you should speak slower. Okay, that is two adjectives with ไมยมก. Okay, it's like have a little bit, like have some sense of giving order. Okay, but sometimes it's not about giving order, but you just having some emotion, you just put more emotion or emphasize in there. So sometimes you really have to understand that, like the whole contents, what they're talking about. For example, I can say ช่วงนี้ฝนตกบ่อย And I can say ฝนตกบ่อยๆ it means ฝนตกบ่อยๆ means like I just feel maybe like a little bit tired of it, or maybe I just feel that oh it's so annoying, like it's rained so much. It really depends. You have to know what I'm talking about before this. But if I just say ฝนตกบ่อย it's just like oh it rains often these days. It's just like that. It's just present simple tense. I just tell you without having any emotion, just like that, you know. So if you just want to describe something, if you just want to explain your normal feeling, just use one adjective. But if you want to really emphasize the feeling, or you want to give order, then you can try using two adjectives. Okay? เขียนสวยๆ กินช้าๆ พูดเร็วๆ Okay? These are the adjectives. So I really hope that, you know, at least I've clarified most of the mistakes that I see. At least my students often use this mistake. For example, sometimes they don't know where to put die. They're not very sure whether they should put die in front of verb or die, you know, behind verb or like at the end of the sentence, because actually they don't really know what's the difference between die comes before verb and does come after verbs. They are very different. So if you already know what you're talking about and which are which, then you will know where to put die. Okay? And that and pen, they're very similar, but they still have some, you know, differences. And one adjective and two adjectives. So, yeah, if you have any other questions, just comment down below and then I'll go and comment it. I hope you enjoyed the video today. And it's been raining so much in Taiwan these days. If you're also in Taiwan, I hope that you will take care of yourself. I'm not sure how it's like, you know, any other place in the world. So maybe comment it down below as well, where you're from, where have you, you know, been watching my videos. So I want to know, like, you know, do I have like fans from other parts of the world or not? You know, I'm just curious. Anyway, so yeah, just wrap it up for now and hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.